In the last video, I introduced the AI Gravity Stack, a framework for evaluating how deeply any company is positioned to compound value through the AI revolution. And I ended with a deliberate withhold. I told you there was a major company that almost nobody in the market is evaluating correctly right now. And that company is Oracle. So here's the first thing you need to understand. Oracle is not a gravity generator. We broke down the terms that's within the AI gravity stack framework. Right now, there's gravity generators and there's gravity conductors. The four companies we mapped in the last video were Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Elon's ecosystem. Those four are gravity generators. They create their own gravitational pull through own data, own infrastructure, owned hardware, own distribution. Everything compounds inward in a self-sustaining loop. Oracle is not that, and that's not a weakness. This is the entire point. Oracle is a gravity conductor. They don't generate their own gravity. They sit at the intersection of every other company's gravity field and channel it. And that position, being the infrastructure layer underneath all of the gravity generators simultaneously, is arguably the most underpriced structural position in the entire AI landscape right now. When I built Oracle's gravity stack, I identified 10 distinct AI attributes. Attribute 1, the Oracle database. This is not just a database product. After 40 years of deployment across regulated industries, this is the world's most critical enterprise data repository. Medical records, financial systems, supply chain intelligence, government infrastructure, the highest value private data on earth, the data that cannot be scraped from the internet, the data that AI companies will pay anything to access, lives overwhelmingly in Oracle's database. Larry Ellison himself has stated that most of the world's high-value private data lives in Oracle systems. That's not a marketing claim. That's a structural fact built over 4 decades that no competitor can replicate. The transition from AI trained on public data to AI reasoning on your private enterprise data makes Oracle the mandatory on-ramp for the next phase of AI adoption. Attribute 2, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. The conventional narrative says Oracle is a distant fourth in cloud behind AWS, Azure, and Google. That's true by overall market share. OCI holds roughly 3 to 4% of the total cloud market, but market share is the wrong metric here. Growth rate in the AI compute segment is the right one. In AI compute specifically, OCI is growing faster than all three of the hyperscalers. That asymmetric between headline market share and AI specific growth rate is the signal the market is missing. Attribute 3, multi-cloud neutrality. This is where the gravity conductor thesis becomes impossible to ignore. Oracle database runs on Azure. Oracle database runs on Google Cloud. Oracle database runs on AWS. Multi-cloud database consumption grew 117% year over year. Oracle is not competing with the hyperscaler. Oracle is running inside all of them simultaneously. If AWS wins the cloud war, Oracle benefits. If Azure or Google Cloud wins, Oracle still benefits. Companies structurally cannot lose the hyperscaler competition because it has made itself indispensable to every competitor in the race. That is a gravity conductor operating at full capacity. Attribute 4, Cerner and Oracle Health. This is the most underappreciated attribute in the entire stack. Oracle acquired Cerner in 2022, and it made them the largest healthcare IT program in the world. Inside that platform sits what I would argue is the single most valuable AI training data set in existence. Decades of patient records, clinical outcomes, treatment protocols across millions of patients. Healthcare AI is going to be one of the defining technological shifts of the next decade. The company that controls the data infrastructure underneath healthcare AI doesn't need to build the AI. They just need to be the layer it runs on. Trust layer is always the strongest layer in infrastructure. Attribute 5, the OpenAI and Stargate partnership. Oracle is one of the 3 founding partners of Stargate, the $500 billion AI infrastructure project, alongside OpenAI and SoftBank. Oracle is contracted to provide up to 4.5 gigawatts of compute capacity. They are not investing in AI as a future. They are literally building the physical home for the most powerful AI systems in the world. Now, let me give you the number that made me sit up when I first found it. Oracle's remaining performance obligation, contracted future revenue that is already committed and on the books, surged 433% year over year to $523 billion. That is not projected, that is contracted, committed demand from customers who have already signed agreements. In the context of the AI gravity stack framework, that number is the market telling you that the structural position is real. Two more attributes worth noting for completeness. Oracle has embedded over 600 generative AI agents across their Fusion and NetSuite enterprise platforms at no additional licensing costs. Every AI agent a customer uses consumes OCI compute, which means more adoption, which then means more infrastructure revenue, a consumption flywheel that requires no new sales motion. And Oracle's sovereign cloud product called Alloy allows any nation to run on its own independent cloud region. Every government in the world that wants AI sovereignty without trusting a US hyperscaler has one option that checks every box. That's Oracle. The geopolitical dimension of this attribute is going to become increasingly significant as AI becomes a national security asset. So what is Oracle's gravity score on the AI gravity stack? 10 attributes, but the raw number undersells the position significantly. Almost all 10 of Oracle's attributes exist in the domains no other major technology company has meaningful presence in. The interconnectedness is what elevates Oracle beyond its raw count. The database feeds OCI. OCI feeds the Stargate partnership. The Stargate partnership feeds the AI agent consumption flywheel. The AI agent flywheel feeds the enterprise data stickiness. Enterprise data stickiness feeds the healthcare platform. The healthcare platform feeds the sovereign cloud narrative. None of these attributes exist in isolation. Each one strengthens every other one. The most dangerous competitive moat in AI is not who builds the best model. It's who controls the data the model needs to train on next. The public internet era of AI training is over. The private enterprise data era is beginning, and the company that has spent 40 years becoming the irreplaceable home of the world's most sensitive and valuable private data is not a legacy story. It's the infrastructure of the next phase. The market, using Wall Street's scorecard, sees a slow-moving enterprise software company. The market, using the AI gravity stack, sees a gravity conductor positioned at the mandatory on-ramp of the next decade of AI adoption. This is the Alchemical Investor. We turn information into gold. Subscribe. Every major AI company gets scored, and the next one is even more counterintuitive than Oracle. Hit the like button if you enjoyed, if you learned something insightful, and I'll see y'all on the next video.